One of the best recipes in the world you've never heard of is marquise au chocolat, or chocolate terrine in English. Some people have compared this to chocolate mousse. Chocolate mousse is totally different. It has a foamy whipped cream texture to it. This starts out as a more dense slice of chocolate. It looks like it's heavy. When you take a bite, it just dissolves in your mouth. And then it's just gone. We start with chocolate, 12 ounces chopped, a stick of butter cut into tablespoon-sized pieces. We have about 1 inch of boiling water, and we're just gonna put the bowl over it. When you buy chocolate, you can look at the cacao percentage. I would say 65 to 70% is about right. You get to 80 or 90, I think it's way too much cocoa solids, not enough cocoa butter, and it has a chalky bitterness to it, which I don't like. And you can use an actual double boiler, by the way, if you have one. If you want to know how old somebody is, just ask them if they have a double boiler. If they do, they're probably born before 1970. So cardamom, ground obviously, 1/8 teaspoon of salt. We add a little cardamom to this because I think it goes really well with chocolate. Step 2 is we have egg yolks, we have sugar, we have some strong coffee. This is the stand mixer bowl, of course. Put that on simmering water. We have to heat this as we whisk it, and that cooking is going to thicken it. I use an instant read thermometer for everything in the kitchen, not just for steaks, etc., or chicken. And we want it to be 145 to 150. If you're smarter than I am, you use an electric hand mixer, which would make this a lot easier. So we're there. Okay, you can see it's mounding a little bit. Now we're going to put it on the stand mixer, and we're going to whip it for a couple minutes. You want a soft peak, a small peak. If you overbeat and it becomes very stiff, it's not going to fold in. A good rule is, if you're beating egg whites, think about the texture of the thing you're folding them into. So you don't want the egg whites to be stiffer than the batter. So we're going to do the standard add half deal.
You can't really determine egg white doneness by time.
News alert, you can't tell anything in the kitchen by time because the times are completely bogus. Depends on your cookware, your stovetop. The best thing you can do is to look for visual clues, like what is this supposed to look like? What is it supposed to smell like? What is it supposed to feel like? Those are the clues you need. That's good enough for now. Heavy cream. This cream is slightly overbeaten. So what you can do is add a little bit more. Now you can see it's really creamy and nice. This time we're going to put about 1/3 of it in. You want to be sure to get down to the bottom because that's where that chocolate mixture is lurking. Scrape the bottom of the bowl, bring it back over. We have a loaf pan. We put a little water in it and then plastic wrap. The water helps the plastic wrap adhere to the pan. And obviously we're putting plastic wrap in because we'd like to get this terrine out.
Chris, why are you like baking so much?
Baking and scuba diving have something in common. You can't think about anything else. You're totally focused, so you can't think about all your problems. You can just forget about it. So the plastic wrap is right on the surface. This goes into the fridge for an incredibly long amount of time, 6 hours. There are two kinds of bakers. The ones who leave something in the bowl for the family and those who don't. I grew up with those who don't. Like they would never leave anything in the bowl. So I overcompensate now. The reason I love this recipe as part of my repertoire is you can make it up to 3 days ahead, leave it in the fridge. So all the work's done way ahead of time, and then you just slice it and serve it. So obviously, this needs a little work. Offset spatulas are terrific. Most people have a big one. You should get a small one too, because in a loaf pan like this, for example, you don't have much room to play with, so the big one's just not going to do it. So get a small one. Hot water. So what we're going to do is just smooth out the little cracks from the plastic wrap. You know, I'm having a Martha Stewart moment right now. This is a fancy dinner party holiday dessert. So you put a fair amount of work into this. There we go. Ta-da! You get a burst of chocolate, and you think you're going to sink under the weight of it. You put it in your mouth, and it just goes dissolves. It just disappears. Nobody you serve this to is going to bail after a couple of bites. They're just going to keep going. And everyone's going to stop talking. This is amazing.